The price has dropped. The price has fallen. Please don't bring it. I won't accept it. I am utterly disappointed with lychees this year. All of them are piled up into a mountain. I have never felt this way before. Now, regardless of the product or its price, there are only 3 words. Few want it. Wow, this is a waste of too many blueberries. Look, all of them are thrown away. At least 1,000 kilograms of blueberries are thrown here every day. It's a mountain of blueberries. Look at so many piled up like a hill here. A lot of them are discarded. This year, Guangdong and Guangxi experienced a bumper lychee harvest, but the Chinese economy was in recession, and as a result, lychee prices plummeted. According to Suzhou Nanhuangqiao market monitoring data, lychee prices have plummeted this year, with main varieties such as Feiziqiao and Baitongbao experiencing a 70 to 90% decline compared to the initial market launch in May. The fact that fruits in China are not selling well shows that the overall economy of the mainland is in a downturn, and people's purchasing power is obviously insufficient. Additionally, many fruits are processed using so-called high-tech methods before they are put on the market. These poisonous fruits are harmful to human health. Today, we'll discuss these topics. But before we do, we would like to invite you to subscribe. Your support is our greatest motivation and allows us to bring you more valuable content. Now, moving on. Recently, a large number of videos have been circulating on mainland social media, all of which feature lychee growers or merchants complaining about the poor market conditions. The price in many places has dropped to 28 cents per kilogram, with the lowest price being 17 cents. Some fruit farmers have been looking for purchasing points to sell their lychees, but they can't sell them even if they lose money. So they can only abandon a large number of lychees on the roadside and in the fields. Some farmers pick them up and take them home to feed pigs and chickens. Blogger Xiao Min went to a purchasing dealer to sell lychees, but no one wanted Mao Ming blackleaf lychees, even at 28 cents per kilogram. She lamented that life is so difficult for farmers. It's tough. Today's lychees are super hard to sell. Oh, it's hard. We came out again this morning around 5 a.m. to sell lychees, and look, there's still a long line of people waiting. We've already unloaded the lychees, and while we're queuing here, their staff has already prepared the receipt for us. Who knew that their boss came over and said that many of the fruits didn't meet their requirements and he no longer wanted them, so he asked us to remove them. We have to move to the next door. It's tough. When we moved to the next door, the queue was dozens of meters long. My hands were all scratched, and then we started queuing here again. Unexpectedly, the boss here turned out to be just as picky. As soon as he saw this lady's fruit, he refused to take hers. Then the man next to her had his fruit rejected as well. They had to take their goods somewhere else. Even this couple brought over 2 baskets of fruit, and the boss didn't want theirs either. Thankfully, I managed to sell mine today. It wasn't easy. China's lychee production is expected to exceed 2.2 million tons in 2025. But due to plummeting prices, picking costs higher than the selling price, and storage difficulties, a large number of lychees are abandoned or discarded by fruit farmers. Industry insiders estimate that the loss and abandonment rate may be as high as 20 to 30%. which means that 400,000 to 600,000 tons of lychees may not enter the market.
兄弟们，我终于知道什么叫做
Brothers, I finally understand what people mean by scarcity makes things precious. Take lychees this year. For example, here it's not just a bumper harvest, it's beyond that. You can't even call it a bumper harvest anymore. They're everywhere, flooding the streets like an outbreak. The farmers who grow lychees grow dozens or hundreds of kilograms, and some even grow thousands or tens of thousands of kilograms. You can't eat them all, and the price is not high.
卖呢，价格又不高。
The purchaser comes to us to buy at only 20 cents per kilogram, and some even only 14 cents. It's such a glut, it's not worth anything. Compared with last year, it's a world of difference. The fruit can't be eaten after it has been picked. We can only wait for them to rot and feed them to chickens. Some trees are too tall, so we are too lazy to like them, so we can only let them rot on the trees. Lychees are in a dilemma now. They can't be sold in the production area, and people outside can't afford to eat them. Recently, many fans in the comment area asked why lychees are so expensive there. In fact, lychees in the production area are not costly, but the main cost of transporting lychees has increased. The shelf life of lychees is only 3 to 5 days at room temperature after picking and can be extended to more than 10 days in the refrigerator. Therefore, the transportation of lychees increases various costs, resulting in uneven prices in multiple places. The farther the transportation, the higher the cost. They are everywhere in Guangdong and Guangxi, but they are unaffordable.
而你们吃不起。
水果10块钱3斤。
Is it really worth being happy about fruits costing $1.40 per kilogram? This sentence used to make me, a Shandong native, cheer up, but recently when I really walked alongside the fruit farmers, this sentence was like a basin of cold water pouring over me from head to toe. I saw Black Beauty watermelons at 6 cents per kilogram in Fusui, Changzhou, Guangxi, and black leaf lychees at 32 cents per kilogram in Changtan, Xintong. 5 of us braved the rain to pick them for an afternoon and sold 100 kilograms for $32. Are these fruits not delicious? No, they just can't be sold at a high price. Fruit farmers kept telling me, why pick them? You can't even earn enough money to cover their wages, so they just let them rot in the fields. Fertilizer prices have been rising every year, and fruit farmers have been working from dawn till dusk under the scorching sun with all kinds of mosquitoes and insects in the orchards, looking forward to a good harvest. But what is the result? There is no joy in a good harvest, but a more profound despair, and the fruit sold at a bargain price can't even sustain the cost.
就在最近，
Just recently, the Sino-Vietnamese border was jammed at 4 a.m., with hundreds of motorcycles loaded with lychees forming a 10-kilometer-long red dragon. Fruit farmer Ah Wang yelled, "If he can't enter China again, all his lychees will rot." However, on the other hand, China's cold storage facilities are already full, and 1.14 million tons of lychees in Guangxi have piled up into a massive stockpile. Buyers shook their heads when they saw it. Who would buy Vietnamese goods when they can't even sell them themselves? Vietnam produced 300,000 tons of lychees this year, a 30% increase in production, but they were dumbfounded just after picking them. The top quality fruits couldn't be sold at a high price, and ordinary fruits were sold at a bargain price. What's worse is that China's lychee production this year is 3.45 million tons, which is double the amount from last year. In the past, 90% of Vietnam's lychee production capacity was sold to China, but this year, this road is not so easy to travel.
荔枝跌到1块多钱了。
Lychees have dropped to 28 cents per kilogram, but why are they still buying them at $4? Want to know why? First of all, when it comes to agricultural products, it doesn't matter how cheap they are at the place of origin, even if they're free. The real question is, can you get them? If you can't obtain them, then the price at the origin doesn't matter. The price you can actually buy them for is the real price. Second, some people suggest that farmers sell directly online, thereby saving money from intermediaries. It is due to the intermediaries that goods can be categorized into different grades and then sold to individuals with varying needs at varying prices. The intermediaries have a large volume, so their express delivery fee can be compressed to 2 quarters, but farmers have to pay $1.50 per order. The intermediaries' carton wholesale costs 28 cents, and farmers may have to pay 2 quarters for one, so are you sure you can save money? In addition, the intermediaries will have a standard. Whoever's goods are good will have a high price, and whoever's goods are bad will have a low price. The market determines the price of a product. If the supply exceeds the demand, the price will be cheap. If the supply is less than the demand, the price will naturally be less affordable.
那自然就会价格不会那么便宜了。
This year's fruit business is tricky to make sense of. In one sentence, expensive ones don't sell, cheap ones make no profit. Everyone's caught in a crazy price war. It's almost at the point where every sale means a loss. Running a store now is just a matter of who has deeper pockets and who can hold out longer.
来看一下现在实体生意怎么样啊？
Let's take a look at the current business of the store. There was no one in the store. This store has been open for 4 or 5 years and the number of customers has been steadily decreasing every year. It is now about 5:30 p.m., which used to be the busiest time. There is no one on the road. The community opposite is one of the most expensive areas in Hangzhou, costing approximately 10,000 per square meter, yet it remains unoccupied. This store is basically losing money, but I haven't calculated the specific loss.
坚决不跑路，坚持着。
卖个锤子。
Sell what? Seriously? How am I supposed to sell these watermelons? I just saw a video where this guy said he sat there all morning and only sold 2 watermelons. He said it was so disheartening. But honestly, he should count himself lucky. At least he sold 2. I've been sitting here all morning too, and now it's already noon and I haven't sold a single one. I'm honestly done. This isn't even about the watermelons or the price. The problem is that no one's even asking, has everyone stopped eating watermelons or what? There are so many left and I can't possibly eat them all myself. If anyone wants one, come take them quickly before I lose my mind just looking at them.
免得看着我心烦。我经常刷到有人说，
I often hear people say they don't like lychees, and I'm shocked. This is one of the most delicious fruits in the world. Why would someone not want to eat it? Until I saw them say that lychees taste watery and have a taste of rotten sweet potatoes. Are the lychees you eat the same as the ones I eat? How can lychees taste like rotten sweet potatoes when they are so delicious? Look at this crystal clear lychee. The one I eat is gui wei. So delicious, a divine delicacy. The core is small. Later, I asked and found out that the lychees they eat may be different from the fresh lychees I eat. Many places are far away from the place of origin, and lychees are not easy to transport over long distances, so when they reach you, they may have been sprayed with medicine or soaked in something, so you will feel that they are not so delicious when you eat them. If you can come to Guangxi and eat fresh lychees, you will definitely fall in love with this fruit. Some unscrupulous traders or fruit farmers in mainland China process fruits improperly before they are put on the market. For example, some people soak peaches in industrial citric acid to make them bright red and less likely to rot. But industrial citric acid can damage the human nervous system and even cause cancer. Some people inject growth hormones into pears, some people use ammonia or sulfur dioxide to ripen bananas, and some people inject ripening agents into watermelons. Let's see how these unscrupulous merchants process fruits. Why do you bathe such good dragon fruits? What is soaked in? What is its effect? Is the fruit treated with this kind of medicine harmful to our body? If there's a problem with the body, who will be responsible? Do you have children at home? Will you give it to your children? I will expose one if I find one. I have posted many videos like this and no one has watched them. If no one still watches this video today, I will keep posting it 100 times, 1,000 times.
你们看看他们在干什么？
What do you see them doing? Do you see? This is what you put in your mouth. Please pay attention to the raisins you buy at the market. Please don't eat them directly. Be sure to wash them thoroughly. Please take a look. These are drying agents in them. Eating them directly will burn your intestines and stomach. Please pay attention.
上面里面放的有，
What is this?
里面放的
The blue one is a sweetener. One bag is equivalent to 30 kilograms of water.
都烧坏了。
How much land can one bag cover? About 4/10 of an acre. These sisters are dipping them in medicine. It's so sweet. Attention, those who eat apples. Look at what's on the apples. All the scraped ones are wax. Take a look, you won't know until you scrape them. Once you scrape them, you'll be shocked. What is this? All of them are chemical products. They go into our stomachs. Do you think the Chinese are made of iron? Take a look.
这什么东西啊？全部是化工用品啊，吃到我们的肚子里面，你看看。
See what technology is? Technology. I don't know how many people will scold me after I post this video. If you like to eat fruit now, there is an acid-reducing agent for the fruit, which people in the industry call sugaring. Its function is not to make the fruit sweeter, but to make the fruit less sour, and it also has the function of ripening. When used in small amounts, the fruit tastes sweet instead of sour. This is why some fruit tastes particularly sweet at this time. When used in large quantities, ripening occurs more quickly, and the taste becomes very light without a sour aftertaste. That's all for today. If you enjoy our content, please give us a thumbs up, subscribe, leave a comment, and share it with a friend. We appreciate your support, and we'll see you next time.